This is Chris Potatoes. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Potatoes, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. They'll all be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw, January 30th, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about Monday Night Raw. Now, this is the first episode to the road to WrestleMania. So here we go, discussing about it. Now, we kick off the show with the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes on out, and, you know, it's his first time back on Raw in months, and everybody already knows that he won the Men's Royal Rumble match. So, yeah, he gets the right to challenge Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. So, yeah, he comes out and he cuts an amazing promo. I cannot do him no justice. You should go ahead and check it out yourself, because that promo was just amazing. Like an amazing babyface promo, you know? So he was just breaking it down, talking about a lot of stuff. Talking about his history of, you know, becoming like him in a way, and then going on becoming dashing and undashing, winning the Intercontinental Championship, bringing it to its prestige and stuff like that, and then going on to wear face paint, leaving, going to another company, building it up, everything else, losing a friend, and gaining another one, and all that stuff. So yeah, Cody Rhodes was just saying a lot of that, and then he starts breaking it down about his theme song, where everybody knows the theme song, but he's the one that says the first, like, words in the theme song. Wrestling is more than one royal family, and he says that it is more than one royal family. You got the Rhodes, Mysterios, the Ortons, McMahons, all that stuff. So yeah, Cody Rhodes was just breaking it down and everything, and he says, like I said, there is more than one royal family. I'll be taking on another one, and he's going to be standing across the ring with one in 62 days at WrestleMania. And then he says that he is going to take away the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, because in 62 days, it will just be the end of his life, pretty much, and he gets to go and take away the titles from the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, at WrestleMania. So yeah, that's what he said. He says that Roman Reigns' historical reign is going to come to an end at WrestleMania. So yeah, that's what Cody Rhodes was saying and everything. But yeah, like I said, if you have, yeah, go check it out. And it looked like he was about to go ahead and leave, up until he gets interrupted by Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day comes out talking junk, talking about like how Rhea Ripley done her job entering at number 1 and winning their Women's Royal Rumble match, and how Dominic Mysterio was supposed to be the one winning the Men's Royal Rumble up until the Prodigy Kid had it ruined it, coming in at number 30 and eliminating him. So yeah, Dominic is pissed off about that. He says he was supposed to be the one winning the Rumble, not Cody Rhodes, all that stuff. And then they started talking about Rey Mysterio and all that. Dominic talking about how he just magically found Rey Mysterio's mask backstage and all that. So yeah, that's what Dominic was saying. He was just saying a lot of stuff, talking about him being in jail and all that, in prison and stuff, which is always funny. So yeah, that's what he was saying. And then Dominic was talking about how he don't respect his dad, he don't respect nobody's dads, and he damn sure don't respect Cody Rhodes' dad. So yeah, that's what he said, and Cody Rhodes just looked at him, and he goes like, well, how about this? I don't care who it is, one of y'all three could face me tonight in a match. And the Judgment Day was like, okay, that's fine. And then it looked like it was going to be all over. Cody Rhodes' theme song starts playing. He gets out the ring. The Judgment Day is still standing on the top of the stage, up until Edge comes out, attacking the Judgment Day, brawling with them. Cody Rhodes gets into the brawl with the Judgment Day and everything, going at it outside the ring. Adam Pearce and a bunch of referees and security guards had to try to break up the brawl, and that's what happened. And then we get the matches announced for tonight's episode of Raw. Later on tonight, Cody Rhodes will be taking on Finn Balor one-on-one, which that match will be just freaking good right there itself. And then there is 3 Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. One of them is Johnny Gargano versus Baron Corbin one-on-one. Another one is Dolph Ziggler versus Bronson Reed one-on-one. And the match that'll be happening up next, it will be Seth Rollins versus Chad Gable one-on-one. So yeah, that match will be happening up next on Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was the first match of the night. It was Seth Rollins versus Chad Gable with Otis at ringside Alpha Academy in a one-on-one match. Winner of this match qualifies into the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. So yeah, Austin Theory will be defending the United States Championship in the Elimination Chamber match. So yeah, he's in it, and then we got 5 more other people that needs to be in some qualifying matches. So yeah, that's what this match is about. Winner of this match advances to the Elimination Chamber match. But yeah, it was a pretty good match. This match was just really good. It was fire. Go check it out if you haven't yet. But yeah, a lot of times during this match, Chad Gable kept on going after Seth Rollins' leg. Just going at it, hitting some corkscrews and stuff onto it. Everything. Just going after Seth Rollins' leg. Seth was trying to fight back a lot of times, trying to hit the curb stomp and stuff like that. But Chad Gable kept on moving out the way. At one point, he hit the nice buckle bomb onto him. And they was just going back at it. Chad Gable kept on locking in the ankle lock so many times. Seth Rollins had to keep on trying to fight out of it. Chad Gable actually almost won this match a few times where he hit that, it looked like he was hitting like the Dominator pretty much, but he hits it into a DDT. So yeah, that was pretty nice. And he almost got the 3 count, but Seth barely kicking out at 2. And then there was that one point where Chad Gable hits the diving headbutt off the top turnbuckle onto Seth and almost got the 3 count right there as well. So yeah, Seth was just fighting through in this match, going at it with Chad Gable, even with the injured leg and everything. But then we get to the ending where Chad Gable locks on the ankle lock because Seth was fighting back. He was trying to hit the enziguri onto Gable, but Gable reverses it into the ankle lock. Seth kept on trying to knock him off of him, but Gable was not letting go until he finally kicks Gable off of him. Gable runs into the ropes and comes back rolling back over onto Seth, but Seth rolls back through, and Seth manages to hit the pedigree onto Chad Gable, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Seth Rollins defeated Chad Gable tonight in the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. That's what happened. Really good match to kick off the show. For tonight's Raw, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Really, really good match to kick off Raw. Go check it out if you haven't yet. So yeah, in the Elimination Chamber, we got Austin Theory and we got Seth Rollins. And now we need 4 more other people. So yeah, there'll be more matches tonight. Bronson Reed will be taking on Dolph Ziggler in a qualifying match. Not only that, we will see Johnny Gargano versus Baron Corbin in a qualifying match, and more matches to come. Rhea Ripley's supposed to announce her who she'll be facing at WrestleMania and all that, and Cody Rhodes will be taking on Finn Bálor one-on-one later on tonight as well. So yeah, many more stuff. Like I said, Seth Rollins and Chad Gable's match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. Really good match. If you haven't yet, go check it out. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. It was Candice LeRae versus one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Io Sky, with Bayley and Dakota Kai Damage Control at ringside. So yeah, it was just a one-on-one match between Io Sky and Candice LeRae. And it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything at one point. Candice LeRae almost won this match a few times, where at one point she hits the German suplex onto Io Sky off the second turnbuckle, almost getting the 3 count, but Io Sky barely kicking out at 2. And then there was one point where Io Sky had Candice LeRae up for the electric chair, and LeRae reverses it with the Poison Rana onto Io Sky, pins her, but Io Sky barely kicking out at 2. And then it looked like Io Sky was about to pick up the win, taking down Candice LeRae. She climbs up the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the moonsault, but Candice LeRae puts her knees up. And then, while the referee was distracted by Dakota Kai and stuff, Candice LeRae rolls up Io Sky in a small package, trying to pin her for the 3 count. Referee finally turns around, starts counting the pin. 1, 2, Io Sky barely kicking out at 2. Mia Yim came down to ringside, going after Bayley and Dakota Kai, and then we see Io Sky picking up Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae gets the code breaker onto her, and then Bayley gets on the ring apron. Candice LeRae knocks Bayley off the apron, and then Io Sky rolls up Candice LeRae for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Io Sky defeated Candice LeRae tonight on Raw. That's what happened. It was a pretty good match. I give that match 3 stars. That's why I'll give it. I had enough time and everything else. So yeah, that's why I'll give that match. But yeah, it was a pretty good one. So yeah, that's why I'll give that match. And yeah, Damage Control just standing tall tonight. But yeah, we see Rhea Ripley walking down to the ring up next. So yeah, it looks like up next she'll be telling everybody who she'll be facing at WrestleMania. If it will be Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship or Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So yeah, she is going to come down to the ring up next to announce who she'll be facing at WrestleMania. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match winner, Rhea Ripley, comes down to the ring, and she pretty much announces who she'll be facing at WrestleMania. If it'll either be the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, or the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, or it could have been the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, because we already seen the NXT Women's Championship get chose before once. So yeah, that's what Rhea Ripley comes down to the ring to choose who she'll be facing at WrestleMania. So yeah, she comes down there talking about how she wanted the spotlight to be on her. That's why she's not around Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio. So yeah, that's what she was saying. She said that she wanted all the spotlight, and that she went into the Rumble at number 1 and dominated the whole thing, eliminating 29 other women to become the 2023 Women's Royal Rumble match winner. And then she starts talking about the past. Talking about 3 years ago, how she debuted on the main roster, and how she was the one that challenged Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania for the NXT Women's Championship, and that Charlotte Flair put her in her place and got her to lose the title at WrestleMania. And she said that was pretty bad and everything. But she wants to go ahead and face Charlotte Flair. She's challenging Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania this year for the SmackDown Women's Championship, to right that wrong. So yeah, that's what Rhea Ripley says. And yeah, it's made official now at WrestleMania this year. It will be Rhea Ripley versus the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Now, the storyline's already there. Pretty much is already made, with Charlotte Flair beating Rhea Ripley a few years ago for the NXT Women's Championship. So the storyline is already there. So that gets me wondering, who's going to be facing Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship now? At first, I thought it was going to be Rhea Ripley, because if you guys remember, originally at Money in the Bank last year, Ripley was supposed to be facing Bianca for the Raw Women's Championship, but that match never happened because Ripley was out for a few months. So Ripley is now going to be challenging Charlotte Flair, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm good with that because you already got the storyline right there. But who will be facing Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship, I do not know. I had to go with probably Asuka. Asuka came back looking furious and all that stuff. We don't want to see Becky versus Bianca again. I think Asuka will be the one facing Bianca, in my opinion. That's who I think who will be facing Bianca for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania, is Asuka. And that will be pretty damn good. So yeah, that's who I think is going to be facing Bianca, and I think Asuka will be the one winning the Raw Women's Championship. That's what I think. I don't know if it will happen. Who knows? We will see. I mean, we still got 2 months till WrestleMania, so we'll find out in a month or so. So yeah, that's what happened there on Raw. And then after that, we see Seth Rollins getting interviewed backstage. Rollins was talking about how he qualified into the Elimination Chamber match, how he will beat everybody to become the new United States Champion. And then they asked him, how do you feel about getting eliminated by the surprise entrance, Logan Paul? And Seth just looked and just walked away, pretty much upset about that. So yeah, I'm thinking that they're building a match between Seth and Logan at WrestleMania as well. So yeah, that's what it looks like. But yeah, pretty good stuff though. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. Up next, it'll be Johnny Gargano versus Baron Corbin, 1-on-1 in the qualifying match. So yeah, that match will be happening up next. But yeah, see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was Johnny Gargano with Dexter Lumis at ringside versus Baron Corbin with JBL at ringside in a 1-on-1 match. Winner of this match will be going into the Elimination Chamber match for the United States Championship. So yeah, this is a qualifying match, and it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything between Gargano and Corbin. Corbin at one point hits the deep six on the Gargano barely kicking out at 2. And then at one point, Corbin eventually ripped off his shirt and everything. He runs into the ring post by accident, getting knocked out of the ring. Johnny Gargano then hits a suicide dive onto Corbin, throws him back into the ring, and while he was getting on the ring apron, we see JBL just getting frustrated outside the ring, starts tearing apart the announce table and everything. Dexter Lumis comes up with a hatchet, and he, like he was about to chase JBL, but JBL was getting terrified and stuff, and Dexter Lumis just stabs JBL's hat that was on the announce table. And Corbin, JBL was just upset. And then Lumis throws up the thumbs up to Gargano. Gargano does the same thing. He turns back around, tries to hit that slingshot spear onto Corbin. Corbin hits him with a knee. Instead, lifts him up, try to hit the end of days onto him. But Gargano reverses it, rolling him up for an inside cradle, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Johnny Gargano defeated Baron Corbin tonight on Monday Night Raw in the qualifying match. So yeah, Elimination Chamber, we got Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, and Johnny Gargano. So yeah, there's 3 more spots, 1 more qualifying match for later on tonight on Raw. But yeah, for that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars as well. It was a pretty good match between Gargano and Corbin. Actually, I'll give it 3 stars. It was a pretty good, entertaining match. So yeah, and Gargano won. So yeah. But yep, later on tonight, Bronson Reed will be taking on Dolph Ziggler in the qualifying match, and not only that, we will see Cody Rhodes versus Bálor 1-on-1 tonight. I think that'll be the main event right there, which I know that one will be a good one as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, now we had MVP out there in the ring already. He is hosting the VIP lounge with a special guest, the United States Champion, Austin Theory. So he introduces Austin Theory. Austin Theory comes down, and he kind of looks like Grayson Waller. Not even going to lie, with the glasses on and everything, the sunglasses. So yeah, he kind of looks like Grayson Waller a little bit. But yeah, Theory starts talking to MVP. MVP, saying a few things as well to Austin Theory. And fans started chatting at Austin Theory, telling him he sucks. MVP was like, hey, this is the champ. And then Austin Theory was like, yeah, I'm the champ. Oh, wait, MVP, why do you call me the champ? You called Bobby Lashley the champ last week. And MVP was like, yeah, I did. So what? What about it? He goes like, and you told him that he could beat me in the match last week. And he goes like, yeah, I did. And I thought he would. Well, he didn't, because I beat him 2 times. And Theory was just getting upset about what MVP said and everything. But then he goes like, never mind that. I got to defend my title in the Elimination Chamber match against 5 other guys, and then I'll beat them as well. And MVP was telling Austin Theory like how dangerous the Elimination Chamber match is. And Theory was like, I know how dangerous it is. I went into the match last year. I was even in the worst spot ever in the Elimination Chamber match when I got F5'd off the top of the pod by Brock Lesnar. And MVP was like, okay, yeah, but I got chokeslam off the top of the pod by The Undertaker. And Austin Theory was like, so what? It's The Undertaker. Brock Lesnar is more dangerous than The Undertaker. He goes like, yeah, you're right. And he goes like, even Bobby Lashley ain't even going to be in the Elimination Chamber match, and he's not even more dangerous than The Undertaker. And MVP was like, oh, nah, he's more dangerous than The Undertaker for sure. And Austin Theory starts talking a lot of junk about Lashley and everything, up until Bobby Lashley comes out. Bobby Lashley gets into the ring. MVP tries to get Lashley to calm down. Theory was like, yeah, listen to your daddy, Lashley. And then MVP looks at him, he just moves out the way, and Bobby Lashley starts attacking Austin Theory, beating him down and everything. He goes to the corner. waiting to set up for the spear. MVP lifting up Austin Theory with a cane, and Lashley goes for the spear for Theory, but Theory grabs MVP, pulling him in the way, and MVP gets hit with the spear, getting laid out. Austin Theory quickly dipped out the ring. So yeah, that's what happened. Pretty good segment, but yeah. And then after that, we see Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day, get interviewed. And Finn Balor's upset that Cody Rhodes has been stealing things from him so many years, like the Bullet Club and all that stuff. And he says that tonight he's going to beat Cody Rhodes in the main event for tonight's Raw. So yeah, that's what Finn Balor said. Later on tonight, they'll be going against each other one-on-one. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Raw. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a one-on-one match. But before I talk about that match, there was something that happened before this match. So we had The Miz come out, and he starts talking about the bad luck and stuff that he's been going through. You know, like him entering in the Royal Rumble at number 3, being the first one eliminated. And he says that when he went to the airport the other night, that fans was talking about, you eliminated first, and stuff like that, just chanting at him, or whatever the chant was. So yeah, Miz has just been getting frustrated, you know. He's been getting upset about it, but then he gets interrupted by Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce was like, look, I understand how you feel right now, but we got a new superstar and stuff on Raw, and it is Rick Boogs. So yeah, Rick Boogs makes his return back to the WWE. He's been gone ever since WrestleMania last year, so yeah, he finally makes his return. He didn't return at the Rumble 2 nights ago, so I don't know why, if he's been ready, but it's whatever. He returns tonight on Raw, and The Miz wants to get out of it because he's like, no, I'm wearing a suit, I'm not in my gear, and Adam Pearce is like, no, you're going to have to. And Rick Boogs is wearing this gear where it looks like he's like partly like the Ultimate Warrior type of thing, wearing like the things on his boots, but then guys like the singlet and stuff. So yeah, that's what he's wearing. And he gets in there, Miz trying to get away from him a lot of times. So I'm like, no, I'm wearing a suit and all that stuff while the match is going on. Rick Boogs doesn't care. He grabs Miz, starts beating him down and stuff. He lifts him up at the end like a military press, and then drops him into the World's Strongest Slam, pinning him for the 3 count. So yeah, Rick Boogs defeated The Miz tonight on Raw. For that match, I'll give it a half of a star. That's what I'll give it. Nothing really too special. Rick Boogs just returns, and he just beats up Miz. Miz just going through more bad luck, it looks like. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Chad Gable and Otis, Alpha Academy, going into the locker room. Otis saying, yeah, or whatever. And we see the Maximum Male models watching him. Mace is actually wearing the Doflamingo glasses or whatever, sunglasses. So yeah, there you go. He's wearing that. And Maxine Dupree was like, oh no, he interesting or something like that. So yeah, that's what she was saying. And the other guys was like, nah, or whatever about Otis, pretty much. So yeah, but yep, that's what happened there. So yeah, see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Raw. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a segment. It was Bayley that came out to the ring, and she started talking about how Damage Control dominated the majority of the Women's Rumble by eliminating a lot of people. Her, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. That's what she was talking about. And then she starts talking about Becky Lynch, how she eliminated Becky Lynch herself at the Rumble after Becky Lynch eliminated Io Sky and Dakota Kai. So yeah, that's what Bayley was saying. She says she got one up on Becky Lynch, but then all of a sudden, Becky Lynch comes out, and she said that if it wasn't for Bayley and Damage Control attacking her last week, they could have had that steel cage match last week and stuff. And then they started talking personal. Bayley was talking about how no one likes her, even Seth Rollins and stuff. How Seth Rollins only married her because he knocked her up and stuff. So yeah, that's what Bayley was talking about. And Becky Lynch was like, I didn't know this was all personal. I thought this was just about wrestling, but if you want to make it personal, then sure, we can make it personal. But how about this? I know you're always jealous and everything, but how about you face me in the steel cage match next week on Raw? And Bayley was like, no, I don't want to do that. And Becky Lynch was like, okay, I thought you was going to say that. And then she walks backstage and drags out Dakota Kai with the steel chair wrapped around her ankle. And Dakota Kai is injured and all that. And she says, would you accept my challenge now if I stomp on her leg? If I use this chair on her leg? And Bayley starts accepting it. So yeah, next week on Raw, it will be Bayley versus Becky Lynch 1-on-1 in a steel cage match. And then Bayley goes and checks on Dakota Kai, and Becky Lynch was like, hey, you need to go check on your other friend, Io Sky, as well. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment. Next week, we got the steel cage match, because it was supposed to happen last week, but obviously got canceled and stuff. So yeah, they got it next week. And then after that, we see Adam Pearce backstage, and Adam Pearce was talking about the Elimination Chamber match, how the Raw Women's Championship, how there will be a #1 contenders Raw Women's Championship match. So in the Elimination Chamber, they got the 4 final women in there from the Rumble, and it's Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, and Asuka. So yeah, those are the 4 that's in there. And then he says there's 2 more spots. Winner of that Elimination Chamber will become #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship and go to WrestleMania and face Bianca Belair for the title. And he said there will be there's 2 more spots open. They got a fatal 4-way match next week with Piper Niven versus Carmella, which she is returning, and versus Mia Yim versus Candice LeRae in a fatal 4-way match, qualifying match next week on Raw. So yeah, that's what he said. But yep, and then Chelsea Green interrupts him, and she's playing like this Karen character pretty much, saying, "Where's this at? Where's that at? And are you the manager of this place?" and all that stuff to Adam Pearce. And he says, "Yeah." And then that's what happens. So yeah, Chelsea Green makes her debut on Raw. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff, I guess. But yep, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw, it was a qualifying match. It was Dolph Ziggler versus Bronson Reed, 1-on-1. Winner of this match qualifies into the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. So yeah, that's what this match is all about. And while Ziggler was coming out, they showed that little video from the side from earlier today with Mustafa Ali interrupting him, and Mustafa Ali just has a lot of these problems with Dolph Ziggler. So yeah, but yeah, we get to the match, and it was a pretty good match between Bronson Reed and Dolph Ziggler. At one point, we see Dolph Ziggler hit the zigzag onto Bronson Reed, pinning him, but Reed kicked out at 2. Bronson Reed just beating down Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was trying to have Famouser at one point. He was trying to have Famouser on Bronson Reed, but Bronson Reed catches him, and then he hits a powerbomb onto Dolph Ziggler. He climbs at the top turnbuckle, jumps off with the tsunami onto Ziggler, and pins him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Bronson Reed defeated Dolph Ziggler tonight, and he has qualified into the United States Championship Elimination Chamber match. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was an okay match. For that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. Big win for Bronson Reed. So yeah, he's in the Elimination Chamber match now. And it would be pretty cool if he did the tsunami off the top of the pod. Just saying. That's what needs to happen. That would be great. So yeah, that's what happened in that match. And then after that match ended, we see Carmella actually make a return. She starts talking about Mella is money, Carmella is back. She is the queen of Staten Island and all that stuff. So yeah, and then she says that she's going to win that fatal 4-way match, go into the Elimination Chamber match and win that, and go to WrestleMania and beat Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. So yeah, that's what she was saying. But then Asuka comes up, Asuka not wearing the face paint or anything, and Carmella was like, "What, you came up to say you're not ready for Asuka or something?" And Asuka just looks at her, smiles with the blue teeth and everything, and then all of a sudden you just see like what pretty much kind of looks like blood just coming down out of her mouth. So yeah, and Carmella was just freaked out and ran off. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Rick Boogs, the Street Profits, and Elias backstage. Rick Boogs is celebrating and stuff, after making his debut on Raw or his return to WWE. So yeah, that's what he was doing. And the Street Profits will be in matches next week, apparently, in Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. We got Montez Ford versus Elias 1-1 in a qualifying match, and Angelo Dawkins will be in one as well, and he'll be taking on Damian Priest. So yeah, and they was talking about how they're going to win their qualifying matches and go win the United States Championship, and all 3 of them was arguing backstage about that. So yeah, that's what happened there. But up next, it'll be the main event. It'll be Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor 1-1 up next in the main event for tonight's episode of Raw. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Monday Night Raw. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Monday Night Raw, it was a 1-on-1 match. It was Cody Rhodes versus Finn Balor 1-on-1 in the main event. And it was a pretty good match. It was going back and forth and everything. At one point, we see Cody Rhodes taking Finn Balor outside the ring, hitting a suicide dive onto him. And then he throws Balor back into the ring while the referee has back turned Damian Priest was trying to attack Cody Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes moved out of the way and he goes over the barricade. And same for Dominic Mysterio. He was trying to attack Cody as well, but he went flying over the announce table and stuff. And then him and Balor starts going back at it a little bit inside the ring, hitting the superplex onto him and everything, just going back and forth. Balor kept on going at their torn pec they had a few months ago and everything. So yeah, he kept on trying to go after that injury. Majority of the time in this match, trying to hit those double foot stumps and everything onto it. Well, we get to the ending of the match and we see Cody Rhodes back outside the ring, and he's surrounded by Judgment Day. It looks like they was about to attack him up until Damian Priest spots Edge. Edge was coming down the steps through the crowd and stuff. Damian Priest jumps over the barricade. Him and Edge starts going at it. Edge beats him down. Edge gets over the barricade, starts going after Dominic, beating him down, and then he hits the spear onto Dominic outside the ring. Then Rhea Ripley starts attacking Edge, beating him down. Then Beth Phoenix comes running out, hitting a spear onto Rhea Ripley, taking her out. Balor was inside the ring, beating down Cody Rhodes. He hits that drop kick onto him into the corner. He climbs up the top turnbuckle, about to trying to hit the coup de grace onto him, but then Edge pops up on the ring apron, distracting Balor long enough. And then Balor jumps off the top turnbuckle for the coup de grace onto Cody, but Cody moves out the way. Balor crashes and burns. Cody grabs him, hits a crossroads onto him, not once, not twice, but 3 times onto Finn Balor, and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Cody Rhodes defeated Finn Balor tonight on Raw. That's what happened. Really good match. I give that match 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. That was match of the night in my opinion. Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes. Great to see Rhodes back in action on Raw and everything. Just really great. So yeah, that was match of the night for me. Main event, great. Seth Rollins versus Chad Gable was another good match. If you have yet, go check out that match. Cody Rhodes' promo from earlier tonight, from the start of Raw, freaking fantastic. Go check that out as well. So yeah, just a pretty good match, pretty good main event. Like I said, I give that match 3.5 stars. For tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, I gotta give it 8 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a pretty good episode of Raw. It was great to see Cody Rhodes back. It kind of like, we got that star power on Raw, but it's like, it was just lacking a little bit. Definitely with Cody Rhodes gone. Like, you could tell the presence wasn't there, really, when he's been gone. So, yeah, just really great to see Cody Rhodes back on Raw and everything. So, yeah, really good stuff. But, yep, that has been my Monday Night Raw reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. They'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for this Friday Night SmackDown and this Wednesday's AEW Dynamite reviews. See you guys later. Until then.